Hello there. um, so remember I said last week that the shed's done, it's lovely and all that. But that's not it, and I'm going to continue. So here I am today. Do you remember the other week as well? If you go back a few, when I showed you we was moving the tortoises, weren't we? Out of this room, I'm going to show you in a second, and it was absolutely horrific. Just because you had to pull everything out and we had to reel. It's not quite done yet, and it's Saturday morning. The kids have been up and playing and everything, but there's a little bit of progression. So this is to come back to, but this is where I've got to then. So as you can see, it's not perfected by any means, but it was more this side. So we've got the old telly unit and Xbox and all the media stuff there. So, and then basically just got to get them cages out now. Then we're going to get another settee. I'm going to paint the floor again. But like I say, it's a little bit better than, it was last week when I showed you. So I'm just going to, this is all the before stuff today, really, because this is the job now, this weekend. And it's not too bad. I know the weather's deteriorated quite a bit and we're going to have a lot more rain, but most of my stuff, hey, that's like it's been here for years now. Look. Hello babies, are you there? I know where you are. Oh, there he goes, little bugger. So task 1 is to, it's quite nice. I don't mind doing this, actually. It's just tidying up now. There's no building per se anymore. So this was the lovely office. I remember when I first started the whole journey of these shed builds. And this was actually, all right, there was a few bags of hay and that in here and a few bits. But it was, it was all right. And it was a functioning little office. So that's one task. Is to get this back to an office this weekend. So that's that. The next, if you just follow me, and this is also another task, is getting this garden squared up. So I booked a week off work a while back and it's now here, so hopefully the garden will be done as well. Okay. Oh, what that? That's just my little bike. Yeah. So, do you remember it's gone through phases, this blimming garage? So basically, I want this nice and tidy. I want this back to how it was, because I had obviously you couldn't walk in here for all the stuff I was given, which was great because I needed it, and it's gone. But all this kit here. This is bugger all to do with me. This is the wife. She's just been chucking all the stuff from the allotment and other general riffraff from the house in here. So, yeah. Not really envying this task, but I want it, everything in its place sort of thing like it was before. So that's this weekend's work. So I actually did set a little goal of finishing the shed by the end of September on the quiet. So it's now the end of August coming. Well, it's not actually, it's the 21st, I think, today. So we're actually ahead of my goal I set. But I think that's the secret, you know, although I'm still pretty tired from work, you've got to keep going. Still got to just keep, even if you just do half a day, you know, and I think that's been the secret here. You know, I still work full time and I've still managed to get things done. And I think even if you don't, you know, there's been certain days when you think, oh, let's just keep going till tonight and just get as much. Even if you just chip a little bit in on the weekend and just do like 4 or 5 hours, it all helps it along, you know. And I wouldn't have got to this stage without that sort of ethic, really. So, yeah. Anyway, waffle 5 minutes. I need a cup of tea. And I shall come and post another video or two when we're the other side of this gig, hopefully. So usually there's loads of cars out there as well, but they're all out. Neighbours have gone away, wife's gone to the library with the kids. So I think that job like this, one in the garage side of thing, I'm going to start this first actually, is just drag it all out. And I don't know what people's like geographically around the country at the moment for waste tips, recycling tips, whatever you call them. Our local one is about like a week's wait, so I booked a slot to take all our rubbish to the tip next week. So, but I don't know, you'd have to check with your local councils for that one, really. Some are just open as normal, some you have to book like this, some are still closed, sadly, but yeah, so that's worth doing a bit. If you're doing a job like this, that's my one tip for it, is you're going to create some rubbish and stuff you don't want. Well, actually, it's going to break down to a couple of strands. I'm obviously going to keep and put tidily. There's going to be free cycle stuff, because I do like to put stuff on there, because I do take a lot from it. And I might put this bike on eBay, because it's just so noisy. And, you know, I just feel a bit old when I'm going along the road. They can all hear me coming into work and all sorts, and it's not making me look that cool, so I might have a little bit. Anyway, that's 7 minutes now. I'll cut off there. We'll come to the other side of this job and we'll see what the results are from my makeovers. Have a good weekend.